So I'm here tonight rebuilding this Royersford Excelsior 20-inch drill press. I've completely stripped it, as you'll see in the video, and redone all the parts, cleaned them up, repainted them, polished them, made them look nice. And I'm going to put it back together now, and I'll show you a few tricks that I've learned along the way with this specific model. It's a pretty common in the world of camelback drill presses, this style of cast iron drill press. It's a pretty common one, along with the Barnes 20-inch drill, which there's one over there. I've even been able to find a lubrication chart, thanks to vintagemachinery.org. I have this. It's Royersford Excelsior 21-inch, but that's just an improved version of this one, basically. So I'll show you now the Mandrel and how to adjust it for end play, and then I'll go ahead and reassemble this thing, and in time it'll be hooked to the line shaft and powered by the engine, and we'll be running it in the shop. So it's about 2 in the morning here in the blacksmith shop, and because I've given up my life to the restoration of cast iron machinery, I did decide that I needed a little break, and well, went ahead and started to cook up some shop bacon. Here you can see I have a couple slices in the old cast iron pan, getting it going on the potbelly wood stove, warming up the shop at the same time. It's about -10 degrees, -5 degrees Celsius here. And with the bacon, I'm going to get some bread and butter pickles. These were made by a friend. The cucumber season was a bit deficient, so we have some cucumbers, some yellow beans, cauliflower, onion, and some green beans in there too. So that'll be a good touch to keep the drill press restoration going at this early hour. So here I have the mandrel of the drill, main shaft. And I was kind of concerned because when I took it apart, it would go chunk-a-chunk. Probably about 1/16 to 3/32 of an inch. And because it has ball bearings, I was quite concerned that the ball bearings would always like get out of there. And turns out none have been lost yet. But I was pondering, like, what the heck's going on up here? Looks like there's 2 square holes, and then I took the wire wheel to it, and it turns out there's 2 large washer nuts, I don't know what you'd call them, and you can take a punch. I took this hammer and punch, started to go bing, 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 and it turns out you can adjust for end play. So I'm going to turn the lower nut down, not too tight, there. So there's almost a little bit more. There, no end plane anymore, and I'll take the punch and the hammer onto this top one and rotate it around until it locks this one. It's lock nuts is the concept. Then I'll have no more end play. So that's some good engineering right there. So I'll tighten this up and then we'll go to fully reassembling the drill. So I'm now here at the Lathe. This is an old 19-teens Canadian Machinery Corporation lathe, probably about 1,200 pounds. And I have a pulley set up. This is going to be the driving pulley on the counter shaft. And I also have one of the same diameter that will be the idler pulley. I have a boring bar set up. It's a bit janky, but I'm going to run that pretty slowly in there. It's just cast iron. You can see it's held in a bit of a position, asking a bit much of my 3-jaw chuck. But it'll do. I've done it before with cast iron pulleys, have no problem. If you look over there, there's my shaper. It will be the subject of future restorations. Here we are. Here's the boring bar. Don't mind the chisel that's holding it in place, and the pulley. And I just have to take off, I don't know, 10 thou, not very much. So we'll get it cranked up here. So I hope you enjoyed this video on the restoration of this old drill. Absolute marvel of engineering for its time, designed with longevity in the head. No designed obsolescence here. Take that, Apple. Anyway, I hope you join me next time when we set her up and test it out under power once the line shaft's up. So I'll see you next time.